So Adam Blunden Insurance Brokers are a local insurance broker providing a range of affordable products to meet a variety of insurance needs. They're based in Southend, and ABIB tailor for personal insurances, including motor, household and travel insurance, but also provide comprehensive service for a range of commercial clients. Andrew is the IT manager at Adam Blunden and a bit of a champion for DocuWare within the company. So first of all, Andrew, thanks again for agreeing to share some insights with us.
No problem.
Shall we start with asking what were the challenges within Adam Blunden that DocuWare helped you with?
So yeah, thank you. So yeah, my name's Andrew Jackson. I've been working for Adam Blunden as IT manager for nearly 15 years now. So I've been there a very, very long time. Around 5 or 6 years ago, we had a desktop-based aging document management system, and it wasn't being developed anymore. It was called InView. Back in 2015, we went out into the market with a tender for a document management system. One of our core beliefs was that we wanted a system that was accessible from anywhere over a web browser or from a mobile device. Obviously, we engaged with Rico. We did a big specification on what we wanted, and Rico suggested DocuWare as the solution. Rico assisted us in implementing DocuWare, and we implemented it in Azure Cloud from day one. So it was a cloud-hosted system from day one, which for us already brought lots and lots of benefits. We didn't have to run any data center servers. We immediately got cross-region backup, and we got a lot of the sort of low cost of ownership and security benefits of running a system in the cloud, like many others. The second big challenge that we had was we had to migrate at the time around 4 million customer insurance documents from our legacy system into DocuWare. And thankfully, the Rico technical team were able to actually come up with solutions to allow us to do that quite quickly. So to get onto the new system was it was quite painless, actually. It went very, very well. Yeah, hopefully that answers your initial question at least.
Oh, definitely, thank you very much for that. So you mentioned some of the benefits in there about the DocuWare bring, but how else do you think the solutions benefited Adam Blunden over the years?
Oh, yeah, several fold. I mean, as an insurance brokers, we currently, I mean, we create around 6,000 customer documents a day now, which are all stored in DocuWare. And every person in the business who needs access to those documents can retrieve them very, very quickly. That's particularly important in our customer service teams. Obviously, we've got call centres, we've got people that are ringing in to renew insurance renewals or to take out new business quotes, and we need our customer service operatives to be able to actually view the history of that customer, their insurance schedules, their statement of facts quickly. And because we're able to operate DocuWare in the cloud, and the fact it's very, very quick, it means we're able to serve our customers. As soon as you ring in, they put a customer number into DocuWare, and immediately that entire customer's history, their email inquiries, the documents that we've sent them, any post correspondence they've sent us, it's all just there in a nice, easy to view format.
Wonderful. So it's really the benefits of speed, accuracy, and being able to find everything in the right place, and probably on the back end of that auditability and compliance areas. Fantastic. Thanks, Andrew. Now, obviously, you've been working specifically in the sort of financial services insurance sector, but can you see how this could transfer to other organizations and other sectors out there?
Yeah, absolutely. DocuWare is very configurable. I'm going to do a short demo in a few moments, but in terms of configuring DocuWare, you can build the storage cabinets that you're going to see in a moment exactly tailored to your industry. So you'll see in a moment a lot of the storage cabinets we built include customer number, customer name, policy number, insurer, product name. Those are some of the things we need to store our documents, that metadata, so we can retrieve it. But because you can design a cabinet with any number of fields, yeah, it really does apply to anything from sales to finance to HR or any other line of business or application that you might need to work with.
Oh, fantastic. So thanks for those insights, Andrew. Hopefully some of our audience can see parallels within their own organizations. Now, you've very kindly agreed to show us a little bit of how you use DocuWare within the environment. Your live demos are always scary, so good luck. But thank you very much. I'll hand over to yourself.
No problem. Okay, thank you. So yeah, I've agreed to do a very short 4 or 5 minute demo of our DocuWare test installation. Obviously, for GDPR reasons, I can't show you a production system, but Rico have actually helped us create a test copy of DocuWare that we use for development and testing purposes within our organisation. For me, DocuWare has kind of three main components. I mean, firstly, you can see I'm just using a web browser to access DocuWare, which effectively means it can be accessed from anywhere. We've got it configured so you can log in with our staff Active Directory credentials as well. So we don't need our staff to maintain different usernames and passwords and things like that. And that makes administering the system a lot easier for us. But yeah, three key areas within DocuWare. So firstly, you have what are called document in trays. And this is really the landing pad for all of your documents coming into the system. And these can come from anywhere. These can come from MFPs and scanners that you might have in the office. You're able to simply import any type of document directly from your desktop, whether it be a PDF, Excel, Word, text file, HTML file. DocuWare can handle all of those different file types. And at this point, this landing area, you've got a lot of documents there, but they've got no metadata attached. But this is the starting point for getting documents into the system. The second part of DocuWare is the search function. So DocuWare allows you to build customized cabinets with the metadata that you need to capture to allow that document to be retrievable. If I go back to the document trays, if I choose to index this document into a cabinet, you can see here we've got some cabinets called policies, so insurance policies for us, a sales department cabinet, and in our production system, we have a number of finance cabinets for processing things like invoices as well. And if I click on one of these storage dialogues, you can see here the user's being asked to capture any number of metadata information, so somebody else can locate that document later. Particularly for us, policy reference and the customer name are obviously going to be very, very important for us. Obviously, it'd be a little bit cumbersome for a member of staff to have to type out all of these fields, you know, day in, day out. That take a long, long time. But DocuWare does come with a number of custom integrations. One of them we use is a screen scraper. It's called Smart Index, and if I click on Smart Index here, you saw it basically read a small screen scrape for one of our back office CRM applications, and it's captured that that test data there, so the policy reference, client name, etc., and it's automatically filled in all the fields that we need to be filled in. For me, the last thing I would need to do here is then just set what type of document this is. Obviously, the system can't really tell what document this might be. For a piece of customer post, it might be a request to renew an insurance policy, it might be a request to cancel a policy, for example. And I'm going to mark that one as an insurance claims information document, just to give an example. So with our documents now nicely stored, that makes it very, very easy for anybody within the business immediately to look up that document. I'm just going to use this example customer reference number, and if I paste that in there, it's already cleverly given me like a suggestion of the policy number it thinks I'm after. So it's quite intuitive that way. The fields make suggestions on search terms. And if I search that, you can see almost instantly I've now got all of the documents associated with that customer number, including the one that I just stored a moment ago. If I double click on that, then I can see that document on the right hand side. And again, this is all being done in a web browser. There's no having to open Word or any other kind of application. You could be accessing this on an iPad, for example, and you'd be seeing the exact same thing. And there's quite a number of things I can do with that document. I can download it, print it, email it. There's quite a nice number of viewer tools in here. So if that text is a bit hard to read, I might decide to sort of zoom in on an area, look at the document. You can rotate it. It's quite a nice feature in here as well that you can annotate documents and put notes on them, which is quite handy as well. So you might want to annotate a document and then when somebody else views it, they'll actually see that note attached to that document as an overlay. But the real power for DocuWare for us, and the real decider on purchasing the product really, was what's called the workflow engine. So as an insurance business, we've got all sorts of insurance documentation coming into this system that needs storing. We've got customer documents, insurance schedules, etc., that are being produced by our back office, other applications, line of business applications. We've got customer posts coming in. We still even have a fax machine, believe it or not, because it's some very old school insurance brokers still like their fax machines. We have emails coming in from customers. You can imagine we get hundreds a day. And a lot of that documentation, post and email inquiries, it needs something to be done on it. So again, taking the example of renewing an insurance policy, the workflow engine gives you the ability to start a workflow and create a list of tasks to be done based on that document. So the document that I've just stored there a moment ago with claims information, that has now appeared under the tasks tab. It's assigned to me and anybody else within my team as well, not just to me personally, but take the example, if I'm working in a customer service team, that task will now be assigned to that customer service team, and they can actually click into here, view that document. I'm using a test document right now, but to take the example, this might be a piece of post where somebody's written in and says, I wish to renew my property insurance policy with you. And we've now got a list of work to go through. And we've designed that workflow with 3 functions here. We can assign that and email that to somebody else to look at. We can change the document type, or most importantly, somebody in the customer service team would go back onto our back office system, process that insurance renewal, and then they'd actually mark that complete. The big benefits of that for us is all of our customer service teams and our management team have got one pane of glass to see all of our inquiries that are coming in from across the business. And it doesn't matter whether that's from email or from post, like I say, a fax machine or wherever that request has come from, it's all being fed into a number of workflows. Very briefly, if I look on our production system here, you can see, each one of these bars has got a little green mark next to it and a number. That gives you an idea of the volume of inquiries that we're handling through DocuWare. And because DocuWare is being run in the cloud, it's very, very fast. You know, we're able to handle very, very large volumes of documents that need to be processed for our customers. And we're also actually able to get reports out of this as well, that actually show us, you know, if a team's struggling, maybe it's understaffed, maybe some of the numbers here are getting a bit high, then a manager can take action. If we're currently unable to process all those inquiries into a particular team, we've got very quick visibility here as to exactly what's happening in every department. The very final part I wanted to touch on, it's been key for our business. I'm showing you here the DocuWare interface itself, and the fact that I can store documents from my desktop and I can scan in post, etc. But DocuWare comes with a very extensive built-in .NET API. So we actually have a lot of our broker platforms that we have are actually sending electronic documents directly into DocuWare using those APIs. So our broker inquiry forms, for example, they're on our portal, they're branded as us, and if that broker submits a request to change a policy, it's actually being electronically fed into DocuWare and into those workflows behind the scenes. So we're not having to give our brokers a login to DocuWare, but they can actually use our branded portal to submit inquiries, and that gets fed into the back office system that the staff are using. So yeah, in summary, we found DocuWare very, very beneficial. It really was a game changer for us. In terms of the software that I run in this business, I mean, we run a number of different vendor softwares, but this is probably one of our most important systems. We really, really couldn't live without it, and it really did pay its dividends when COVID hit, because it's a web browser system. When people began working from home, we were able to give them access to that customer information almost instantly.